So what is live like? Next, this is the dump that I live in. Big TV my brother bought. That's an old TV that my parents didn't take when I moved them out. That's a mirror I got at the department store I used to work at. But more importantly, is this recording? The quality looks like shit. Oh, that's because my freaking camera's destroyed. Hold on. Orientation is locked. Rotate. Blah blah blah. Oh right, this will probably auto private once I shut it off. Oh, that's okay. Oh man. Let's find this. What's on TV?
Yeah, it's very awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Wins $1,000, so Velma, keep those fingers crossed.
Yes.
Bunch of shit. It's 1:30 in the morning. I should probably go to sleep or do some things, but alright, just a test, that's all, nothing special. It was just a phone test. I usually stream on the PC, but I figured I'll stream here. Why the hell not? Yeah, it's gonna disappear. I think when I end this, I think it auto privates what you do on the phone. But this was just me messing around. So, but I didn't expect anyone to come in. But yeah, I'm just messing around. Because the last time I tried to stream from the phone, I was driving around and I guess the data would sometimes go blurry and I don't know. So, yeah. You can see this. See, there's the old TV. My parents' old TV they didn't take with them. Here's a TV that my brother bought. My brother bought this because we didn't have an HD TV. So my brother got that. That's a lamp. That's actually an old table from downstairs. That's a mirror that I got from a department store I used to work at. They were throwing it out, so I took it. I wanted to put my parents' place in the closet. My mother didn't want it, but okay. So I'll have to do one of these streams where I walk around the goddamn house. But no, like I said, I forget. There's some way like I gotta go into the settings because when you stop, when you stream on the phone, you stop. I think it auto privates. So I don't know how to, I don't know how to undo that. But this isn't gonna be a long stream, just me messing around with it. Next, I'm going to show you something I wasted money on. I got our original Betamax upstairs somewhere, but a few years back, it might be kind of dark. These are a couple Betamaxes that I got on sale discount on the internet. And this is actually a VHS player that I found. I'm going to sound like a dumpster diver. I went to get rid of some electronic garbage. This was being thrown out, so I grabbed it just to mess around with it. So this is a free VHS and a couple of Betamaxes, which I haven't tried to use in a while, but I gotta find all the old Betamax tapes. Isn't that nice? Okay. Have a good one. Well, yeah, I just got two Betamaxes. I don't know. Can I? This is an experiment. Can I use the flashlight? Oh, the flashlight works. There we go. Yeah, this is a free VHS. Gotta find some tapes and work with it. And these are a couple. Yeah, maybe I had a problem. This is a few years back. This is like during COVID. They're getting dusty. They're just sitting here. But a couple, because they're so hard to find now. A couple old Betamaxes, which I think work. I'll have to mess with it later. But you can't hook it into this TV, because this TV here doesn't come with the ports anymore. You know, the RCA, what's it called? Is that? Yep. I'm gonna trip. Okay, and that's that mirror that I got from the department store, which was a nice mirror. But maybe I'm a dumpster diver. We already got enough shit, like my parents' shit and the shit I brought when I moved back in. Oh god, this house is a fucking mess. But yeah, this is more of an experiment. I wasn't expecting too many visitors, but okay. Now I'll do one of these proper. I'll announce it and I'll schedule it and I'll walk around like in the daytime or something. Too up close, or Oh, when you say mobile dumb streams, when he was driving around going to the Lowe's, or what are you talking about? Because I tried that. I tried driving around. A lot of this, a lot of places were blurry and pixelated. Mm. This is the old, it looks kind of dumb. This is the old coffee table, which I'd like to keep. It's a nice coffee table. These come up, and there's like a wing down here or some shit. Tells me I'm turning the camera the wrong way. But no. Anyway, I'm gonna put my see. That's the old analog TV, which I'll still need to run the Betamax and the VHS, and that's the new TV my brother got. See that? Because usually I'm in that little study office room, or occasionally my bedroom, where that computer's still fucked up. So, oh, what the hell? But this wasn't supposed to be a stream. This was just streaming at the comfort of the couch, flipping through the channels and just messing around with. I don't know. You know, Thule, I think you're right. I shouldn't just walk around the house. I should find a project, and you can watch me for like 3 hours, like fixing something. That could be fun. Actually, I just went through the channels. It's no shit. Look at this. The Simpsons is on. It looks like Homer's watching some kind of do-it-yourself video. Actually, run back. That's kind of funny. We were just talking about that. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to see here. Just. I remember my mother, and I guess her mother had a bunch of knickknacks, and my father, wherever we lived, he would always get a hammer and nail and put them on the wall. There's a lot of crap I don't think I want to keep, but they were just because when I moved my parents out, I said, "What do you want?" They had a smaller place, so we just took some things. I got these knickknacks and shit on the wall that I really don't want. But what the hell? Let's get up and take a look real quick. I actually do want these. I'll show you. I actually like this. This was my grandmother, my mother's mother. Want to see this? There's two of them. How do I put that light thing on? This is fun. Can't turn on flashlight because the light is being used by another app. The fuck? Okay, is there a flashlight? Hold on, let me see something. Is there? Jesus Christ. Is there? Because I thought I had the flashlight on a moment ago. How do you put the flashlight on? No. See, this is experiment. This is me experimenting. There's nothing special to see here, but if I get the knack of mobile streaming, I'll do it more often. How do I turn the light on? Yeah, I know. A minute ago, I did it the old-fashioned way. Now it's telling me did the same thing, and now it's saying there it goes. Now it goes on. Okay, here's the trick. I'm gonna try it again. You can turn it on when it's facing me. You can't turn it on when the camera's facing that way. If it's already on, it'll stay on, I think. But I can't turn the flashlight on if it's using the front camera. I think that's what's going on here. So let's take a look here. Anyway, these are nice. These are my grandmother's, actually. This is like a wood carving. I call this one the seamstress. And then over here, before I trip and kill myself over the junk, this one's called the Night Watchman. And I like those, just simple things. I guess, my mother didn't want to take them, which I thought was strange. And there was also, that sounds kind of corny, despite all the problems I've had with my mother. This is something she made. She's in her 70s now. She made this when she was a teenager. She said, I'm like, you don't want to keep this? She goes, nah. I thought, well, maybe there is still some sentimental whatever. Okay. So wait a minute. Let's see here. This is just a lamp my brother got. But let's see. Let's see. Watch this. So I turn this back around. Oh, the light goes off. That's interesting. When I turn it around back to me, the light goes off automatically. Okay, so this is how you learn. Ah, Christ. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff is junk, but I did like those two, my mother's carving silhouette things. I always thought they looked like this, because we're in, Jersey, it's like the whole colonial bullshit, so it's like, I always thought it was appropriate. It might look weird in Arizona, but... And the thing, my mother, I thought, well, you made it when you were a teenager. Now, she later complained because if you look at, I guess, the paws are... Christ, go back up. Hold on. Let me see. Can I turn the light on now when it's turned towards me? Hold on. Okay, light goes on when it's turned towards me. I'll get back up here. All right, now I can turn this camera. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I think something about she didn't like the perspective, like the paws were too big or some shit, but I'm like, I couldn't do something like this. And, somebody framed it for her, so I said, what the hell? And now when I turn the camera back, it kills the light. Okay, flashlight. Oh! Maybe I should give some of this shit away. You give me some stuff, maybe I'll, like Dumb was doing, I'll start sending people shit that I don't want, just so someone feels like they got a prize. I mean, I got a lot of shit to give away. Cassandra and Thule, you're top of the list. You're the only ones here. Hold on a minute. Oh. Well, whether I stream or not, I'm going to get another beer. So I'm going to get up right here. Oh, wait. Let me flip this around. Shit. Okay. Got bushes here. And we got, I'm gonna go with a bush. Got some tea. I'm not in a tea mood. So, all right. You want to see the couch? This couch actually, I mentioned earlier, if either of you watched my stream, which you probably didn't, my father's cousin, who he moved out to the Midwest years ago, but his mother was still here. She's dead now. She died about 10 years ago. She was in her 90s. He would come back and, she was eventually, after her husband died, he's my father's aunt, she was in a nursing home here in Jersey, and he would come and sometimes stay with my parents and go see her. When she died, he didn't want her couch, the couch that was in the room, so he gave it to us. I'm like, it's an okay couch, but we got stuck with this. Just more shit. You might think, oh, wow, a free couch, that's cool, but it's just another thing I gotta lift and lug. But my brother likes it, it's comfy, so, yeah, it's like a sofa. Well, this is, I guess, spicing things up, just a different angle, a different perspective. Oh, my God. Just pouring a beer. Oh, am I too close? I'm not used to doing this. I usually stream on a PC. I think you know that. I don't usually do this. It's just messing around through the app. Well, maybe it is zoomed in. I don't know. Yeah. No, if you want to see my nose hairs, you're going to see my nose hairs. I feel like showing you. See, I don't want to, like right now, this is a comfortable place to hold the phone. I don't have to, hold it too far back. That seems like a pain in the ass. I want to hold it like this. So if my face is too up close and personal, that's life. Go watch something else. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, this wouldn't be practical for most streams. I still like to sit at the computer and read comments and open up other windows and stuff. So, but yeah, I guess every now and then do one of these. Well, no, not exactly. I just came back on temporary. Jesus Christ. I was messing around on my phone. My brother went to bed. I was watching some TV, messing around with the phone, messing around with this app. I hit go live to see what it would do, to see if I could, play with settings. And I wasn't expecting an audience. I do know, I think, when I end this stream, it'll private it. So I don't know how to unprivate it. I got to play around with it. I'll probably have to do that on the computer proper, because I don't know how to do that here. But I think it privates, it automatically privates streams you do through the app on a phone or whatever. You're talking to Cass, I guess? Is that for Cassandra? Yeah, you missed the Starlings. That sounds pretty condescending there. I'm a little taken aback. Okay, so playing around now. I can turn the light on when it's facing this way, and it'll stay on when I turn it. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that's the old seamstress spinning at her wheel, the spinstress. And over here is nice. This is a TV my brother got. And over here we got the night watchman. I'm surprised my parents. I thought they're nice. They're simple. My parents didn't want to take them, but oh well. Cable box. VHS, Betamax. Yeah. Okay. Now when I turn this around, it shuts off the light. All right. I'm learning here. No, Donna, you're like dumb. You say nasty things and you pretend you're joking. I can tell the difference between jokes and when someone's being like, mean and pretending they're not. I've gone through this before. We're sitting aside. I see this is what attracted dumb to you. There's that side of you. I should probably do. I think I have some. I should probably wipe this down because I don't know if the camera's all smudged or. Ugh. Yeah, this house does have a fireplace. I don't think my parents ever used it. I don't know if any previous tenants ever used it. My parents, all the time they've been renting here, they never ever used it. This house does have this fireplace, but I don't know if you can use it because the chimney's not complete. If you go outside, I'm not gonna go out now, it's too dark. Chimney's not fully complete, it goes up, so I don't know if it's a usable fireplace or if it's decorative. But yeah, this is a rental house, and I don't know, I remember when we, like 25 years ago, I was a teenager, we moved in, and there was some kind of fire log that had never been lit. So I don't know if anyone ever used it, or I have no idea. But my parents never lit fires. It was just, I tune it out because I got the TV in front of it. Yeah, but I can't read your comments if I'm not looking at the screen here. Actually, I guess they'll still turn up if I turn the camera around. I like to sit here and read and look. I'm very vain. I like to look at myself. Wow. Good for you. All right, well, I don't know this. I think that my parents were always afraid if there was some kind of mess or like something went wrong. They don't own the house. They wouldn't, the landlord might not want to pay for the repair. I think they're always afraid of, I can tell you, this house has no air conditioning anymore. That broke years ago. And, I don't think my father told the landlord because he was afraid that the landlord would have to pay for that. And, that would be like major repair. And he was afraid the landlord might get spooked and sell, so my father didn't tell him. So there's no air conditioning. The heat works, of course. You need heat. Actually, technically, the heat's still on. It's not running right now, but, so I'll have to probably shut the heat off soon. Chicken dinner, what do you need a that north up? What? You dyslexic? You need a that north up? No, you can live without it. It's just a nice luxury. I never cared. My mother, actually, in fact, when my father had a stroke and I moved back in, I bought one of those window ACs to put in my mother's room. I can live without it, but my mother, makes a big deal. So, you can live without the AC. You can't live without heat. If the heat broke, we'd have no choice but to tell the landlord. When the AC broke, my father didn't want to. I wasn't living here at the time, but he said, "Oh, the AC broke," and then my mother was all upset because she liked having AC. She was one of those types like, "Oh, it's so hot. It's like, well, it's not going to be hot for long. So the answer is yes. Summers can get hot, and some people. And there's some people, they put the heat on in winter. As soon as it gets a little warm, they put the AC on. There are people who live like in artificial environments. I like to have windows open, fresh air coming in. I mean, you need heat in the winter, but I can live without AC. Fans fine. If I really need to, I can take the fucking window AC now and put it in my window if I wanted. But no, but the point is, we didn't tell the landlord. Right. Okay, well, this was just me messing around. I don't have to stand too long. Now, what are some of these other features here? There's some arrow, share with your... What's this plus button do? Start a poll, start a... Okay, I don't want to do that. Actually, should I start a poll? I don't have to ask. You can't see all that. I'm seeing all this crap come up on the screen. There's that one dreaded button my brother pushed. It adds a background, but I have no idea how to shut it off. Let's try that one. Green screen. To upload a thumbnail, allow access to storage. But how do I stop the green screen is my question. Okay, we got the green screen. How the hell do I... Yeah, I remember my brother hit this. I had to end the stream, but this is a good way to learn. Actually, enjoy... Can you see me? Okay. Enjoy the green... I'm going to take a piss. Enjoy the green screen, and then I got to figure out how to turn it off, because now I'm like... Is this the only option? Are there other options for the green screen? Look at this. Huh. What if I go the other way? It's just all green screen. Okay. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, now, how do I turn this green? There's got to be a way to turn it off. Oh, okay. So you got to hit the green screen button again. Something has to pop up, and then you got to select. There we go. Okay. So now I can shut off the green screen. That's cool. What is this? It said show live video. Did you see anything? Just give me an X. Highlight saved to your channel. I just clicked this weird button. Highlight, Christ. What's this magic wand do? Retouch. Retouch on. Touch off. Okay. Yeah. All right, is that the gist? That's pretty much all this is? Okay. Oh, I might as well play around. Chat filter. What is this? Chat filter. Start. What's a Q&A? Ask a question. Answer will appear as chat messages. Okay. I don't have a question to ask. Let's go with this. Let's go with this green color. Now, how does this work? I don't know what's going on right now. Done. Ask a question. Answer. Start Q&A. I don't know what I'm doing. One time I actually need you Starlings to tell me what the hell's going on. No one's here. Great. Unless I shut this off. I don't know. Yeah, hi, doggo. I'm messing around here. Ask a question, answer. I don't know what the fuck this means. I'm just at least trying to shut it off. I figured out how to work the green screen, but I can't get this ask a question, answer thing off. Hold on. Where did I find this plus button? I don't want to start a poll. I want to get rid of this ask a question shit. I don't know. Jesus Christ. This is much easier on a desktop than it is on a fucking phone, but, you know. Okay. Oh, man. This place is a dump. I gotta fix things up, but yeah, I got that. That's the old TV. That's the mirror I got from the department store. I was gonna put it in my parents' new place, but they didn't want it. Here's the new TV my brother got. See that? How do I turn this back? I can't get rid of this thing, this big glaring thing that says ask a question. The fuck does this mean? Ask a question? Well, I don't know. Might be. I'm not watching TV. Wait, click here to delete. Oh, I just clicked on this whole thing. Click here to delete. Okay, so that's how you get rid of it. Yeah. What channel is this? I'll tell you what channel this is. Actually, I'll show you in a minute. This is, I don't know what channel this is. WPI. I think this is, this is New York's channel 11, which used to be a WB. I don't know what the hell it is now. Let me see. It's on, TV's on mute, just sort of a background thing here. I can put on fucking anything. There's nothing on this hour. This is Philadelphia's PBS. This is New York City's PBS. Nova's here. I'll put Nova on. Is that more intelligent for you?
But June's optical clocks are so accurate
Wow.
that even a small difference in elevation between two clocks will reveal a discrepancy in the passage of time.
See that? Wow. Even at different elevations, time is not the same. Starting to regret coming back on. I wasn't expecting that many people to be around. I was just messing around with the app streaming. I don't think I'll get a copyright strike for Nova, but then again, you never know. Who knows? Okay. Now, let me try that question thing, just because what the hell, now I to get rid of it. Start a Q&A. Okay. It says, ask a question, answers will appear as chat messages. How do I ask the question? I just type. Okay, I typed. Does anyone see a question thing? I typed, "Am I alive?" Is anyone seeing this? Oh, I am dead inside. I know that. But do you see the question anywhere? I am dead inside. Yes. Do you people see the question or no? All right, let me put another question in, and I won't tell you what it says. All right, I'm gonna do a new question. All right, I hit start Q&A. Oh, Cassandra says she doesn't see anything. Okay, that's great, man. I'm glad you assholes see the question. That's awesome. Well, you answered. Thank you. So, thank you for answering. Now, Doggo's Own who's answering. Does anybody else see the question? Okay. There we go. Maybe it only works on a phone. You got to be on a phone. Oh, Cassandra's lying. Interesting. Interesting. Why are you lying to me, Cassandra? Okay. Well, then why is Doggo calling you a liar? Oh, that's where I see it. So you see it too? Just are my eyes covered now? I see it too, just hovering on my forehead. Wow. 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 Okay, so we learned about green screens. I think this is my only option. We've learned about what? This other crap. Hmm. I'm getting tired. Just wash the dishes in the sink. Right, so if you're watching this on your desktop or PC or laptop, you don't see the mobile stuff. That's interesting. You just see, the stream. Let's lay back. Oh. Oof. Yeah. Okay, CB, wait. Hmm. Oh, wow, this is really, you gotta check this out. It's really hot. Look at this dude. Can I zoom in? Oh, look, I can scroll. Look at that. Look at, it's gonna be me, if I keep it up. Yes, that's what it said. Yes, it's a show, 600-pound life. That's correct, doggo. I'm just looking through the channels. There's not really much on right now. Let's see here. Okay, so Cassandra uses a flip phone. Okay, well, that's okay. This will be the thumbnail, right? This. One of these days I'll have to do that thing. Maybe on, like you said, Cassandra, on Discord, where we can all watch something, and however that works. I don't know. Man, I want neat. I gotta do this job, but I want neat bucks. I'm tired of my existence. Actually, Cassandra, there are times I prefer desktop view. Like I'm on my tablet, I'll switch it to desktop view. I think there's some things that you can find easier in desktop view. The mobile version isn't as straightforward. So I don't blame you. Just you can't see the questions. Wow. That is, like it's 2:07 here in New Jersey. You can see the little clock I put down there. You can't see my finger there. All right. Chud's looking gorgeous. It almost looks like he has a front bussy because he's so fat and it goes up. Isn't that look at this? Look, Chud. See that? Yeah, I do like desktop view. Sometimes it's when you go to desktop view, it makes things a little smaller, but you can always zoom in, and things are much more easier to find in desktop view. I'm a boomer. Like that's why I'm in that regard. That's why I'm struggling to play with this app. This is just an experiment, just me messing around. So it looks like he's so fucking fat. It's almost like almost like a giant chubby on a guy. It's like, yeah. I'll change that channel. Yeah. Some of this crap looks like UFOs over the White House. Meh. I'll show you something real quick if I don't get a copyright strike. You know, this show is called The Impractical Jokers. And this guy, where is he? Murr, the guy, he actually lives not too far from me. He lives, I know where he lives. Out of respect, I won't go to his house and dox him, but I know where he lives. You can't see his face because he's, you know. There he is, yeah. Yeah, him. He lives local. Hopefully it's blurry enough that I don't get a copyright strike. Oof. Trying to reach for my beer. Live from the U.S. Women's Open. What the hell is this? This is golf? Oh my god. This is Nelly Korda. I guess she golfs. I don't know. Well, you can't. Didn't look that funny. What I just showed you there, a brief clip. You can't, and the sound's not even on. Man, you are really one judgmental bitch. Jesus Christ. This is why us Spurgs are so like taken aback when people are so. Oh my god. Mm.
Oh, hello, lady. Mom.
Plus, I'm more in sleepy mode, not pay attention to the audience mode. So, if you guys want to peace out, go ahead. I'm just messing around here. Actually, what happens if I put the green screen on, but turn the thing to the TV? Does the TV come in? There's gonna be a giant green screen. I'm focused on the TV, but it's not coming in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I didn't say it was my favorite show. What I was saying to Donna mostly is you can't judge something. Right now I'm watching whatever this is. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Okay, well, this we know is just some infomercial, but what I'm saying is you can't judge a show by one little clip on mute. Invisible Prey. I don't know. But I do like Impractical Jokers. I think I put one clip in one of my videos, one of my streams once. And I was afraid it would get a copyright strike, but it didn't. I think it's all right. I mean, it's a lot. They're getting too old for it. It's lost its luster, but it had its moments. That's correct, Cassandra. It's lost its luster, but it had its moments. to knock it all outright. There were some brilliant, very clever things, and the way they're being set up. It's not just candid camera. That the guys who are not participating tell the guy what to do, and it had its moments. Man, you people are very snobby. Well, the show's been on now for, I think, like 13 years, something like that. But they got older. I think basically when the pandemic hit, that basically killed it. No, the show had its moments. Yeah. Mm. Well, Dubs, this is just an experiment. I'm getting tired. I'm laying on my couch here, falling asleep, but, having a beer. I can walk around the house, but it's kind of dark. Here, look. This is the TV my brother got. It's nice, because we needed a big HD TV, and there's the old TV my parents used to have. They didn't take it with them. I gave them another HD TV, but I still have that in case I want to use the VHS or Betamax, which is right over there, because I can't hook it up to this big TV here because it doesn't have RCA, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I put the green screen on, you can't see any of that, so I'll turn the green screen off. Hold on. Yeah. And yes, I'm just sort of here. Lounging on the couch here. That's it. I know. Well, I wouldn't say all night. Because I got to start adjusting for work. No, actually, I probably should go to sleep soon. No, I got up. I was up today. My brother and I streamed before. He had to go to bed because he worked today. So no, I haven't gone to bed yet. There's stuff it's like a distraction. Like, you know what I mean? Doing this is distraction instead of the things I should be doing. But no, my brother and I streamed before, traditional at a PC desktop like we like to do. And this, I was just messing around. I was like playing around with my phone, sitting here and just messing around. I clicked on the YouTube app. I'm like, all right. I hit go live. I didn't expect to. I know this will be hidden when I end it, so enjoy it while it lasts. Because I'll have to unprivate it, which is I'm not sure how to do. Yes. Distraction. Christ. I gotta charge my phone too at some point. That's right. Flood watch until 2:15. What's 2:19? Oh, of May 30th. Flood watch between now and tomorrow. Is it raining outside? All right. Well, this looks all. Hold on a minute. There we go. Look, a little smudgy, but oh well.
In the middle of the doorway, which is exactly where they tell you never to stand. I still remember seeing it and hearing a shot hit the wall, like right next to my head.
Within a certain space, you can't be bringing this stuff in. And I haven't been. I heard you were out shopping for clothes 2 weeks ago. I'm my spies.
You lied to me. You told me you stopped buying clothes.
I did.
Not if someone saw you buy clothes.
I haven't heard. It's just. I think it was an episode of Hoarders or something.
$3. A shirt fit, $23. You can
Thinking even a little more bold.
I'm with you on that.
I love working.
And noted that the state of Colorado has found their hospitals to be in compliance with transparency rules. The patient advocacy group also says that.
Well, I'm kind of a hoarder. This house is a bunch of shit all over the place. So I gotta clean up all this shit. No. Where's my beer? Yeah, maybe I should walk around and show you other parts of this house. Yeah, hoarder light in a way. Hoarder light. Still a mess. Yeah. You came to watch me lay on the couch and just stare at a TV screen. You like the green screen? Maybe I should do what Dumb used to do. I'll just stream for hours. Most of it will be nothing. I'll just be laying here, and every now and then I'll look at and say, "Hey, how you doing, Endymion?" And then go back to whatever bullshit I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Please.
In The Outsiders, they are the two words Johnny tells Ponyboy right before he dies. Steven.
Want to stay golden?
No. Michelle.
Let us stay gold.
Stay gold, Ponyboy.
Stay gold, Pony Boy.
For 800, please.
You're talking about Bash, right?
Top 5 adult pop airplay hit of 1998. For some bars in New York, it's 4 a.m.
Closing time.
That's it.
Every new beginning comes from.
Calm.com lists decadent dessert or binge-watching TV as examples of these. Fun with a bit of a bad
I should make streams of whatever this is.
Guilty pleasures?
That's correct.
Guilty pleasures.
President for 1600?
Guilty pleasure
The
streams.
Vice President who was the first South Carolinian to win the office, but unfortunately was big on
I
slavery.
think it was Andrew Jackson.
Who's Calhoun?
Yes.
My
Vice
mistake.
President 1200.
He was a president. He was
As
a
a
vice
senator,
president.
was the only one from the
Oh,
South to remain
Andrew
in office
Johnson.
after the 1860s secession. He'd be rewarded. Stephen,
Who's Andrew Johnson?
it is.
Vice President 2000.
Was previously New York governor, and before that, on the board of Creole Petroleum. Andrew,
Who is Nelson Rockefeller?
correct for 2000.
Let's do TV abbreviations for 1600.
JAG, short for this, followed lawyers in that Navy division. Stephen,
What is a Judge Advocate General?
you got it.
You know, people ask me, what do I watch? Basically, Jeopardy. I'll just peruse Jeopardy, see if I know the answers or not. I don't know what else. I still like a few, like Family Guy, if it's new, or Rick and Morty. I like some of those cartoons. And I don't know. I guess I don't watch as much. Some news programs. I don't know. I got a DVD shelf over here. Want to see some of my DVDs? Or is that a waste of time? Should I get up and look at the DVDs? I do like that show. That's another show I've been watching for 10 years on and off. It's I don't know why you have such a you're like what do you want? Well, you're gonna knock me for watching Jeopardy too. You're gonna say Jeopardy is too lowbrow. I mean, what is your
Poor Balder. Back to you, Michelle. Galatea was the name later given to the statue turned real woman whom this king sculpted, fell in love with, and married. Michelle.
This Pygmalion?
Right.
I'll take mythology for 1200.
In Egyptian myth, after he was murdered by his brother.
the hell is this goddamn thing that's up here?
And became ruler of the underworld.
Select the menu. I'm gonna get rid of this. I hit some buttons. I'm not looking at the remote. I'm looking at you people. They're trying to do both.
This great warrior eventually went mad and killed himself.
You've wrecked. Okay, there it goes. Now it goes bye-bye. You've ruined my TV watching experience with your judgment and your bullshit.
Mythology for 400.
According to one story, after he was killed by a scorpion, this hunter ended up as a constellation in the heavens. Stephen,
Who's Orion?
yes.
Vice President 800.
Answer there.
Well, that I love. In fact, if I show you my DVDs, I've got Star Trek. I've got the original series, TOS. I always wanted, but never got the Next Generation. Maybe I'll put it on my wish list. Star Trek's a good show. And like eventually, I mean, I would watch. I remember when Next Generation was on and Voyager. I never really got into them. Maybe I should watch those. But yeah, I like the Next Generation. I don't have that one, but I'll show my DVDs in a minute. But you're trying to watch. I thought you were trying to watch Star Trek. How can you look at my DVDs if you're watching Star Trek, Tui?
Kelvin, yeah. Wait to measure 1600. Answer. The other Daily Double.
Commercial break. I'll get up and look at DVDs.
Last one, Stephen. One out.
5,000.
All right. 25,600 if he's right again. Here's the clue in weights and measures. This system of weight used for gold is named for a city in medieval France, not ancient Turkey.
What is carrot?
Troy. The Troy
Oh.
system, yes.
The Troy system. Uh-oh. I should have gotten that one. Oh well.
Vice President Who 400.
Previously served in the House and led the Vice Presidential Search Committee that eventually chose, well, him. Andrew.
This Ford.
No, I'm sorry. Stephen or Michelle? It was Dick Cheney who chose himself. Back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I should. I've watched Deep Space Nine. I've never watched it start to finish. I'll put those all on my wish list. You can buy me DVDs. How's that sound?
Allison Brie was a bad mama jama in the ring as one of these women. Glow for short. Michelle,
For the gorgeous ladies of wrestling,
you are correct for 2,000.
I'll take TV abbreviations for 1,200.
On 24, Jack Bauer worked for this three-letter group whose goal was to thwart evildoers. Stephen,
What's CTU?
very good.
TV briefs you.
Well, what came after Voyager? There was that one with Scott Bakula. Enterprise. I never really got into that. And then I never saw him. Weren't there? Didn't Captain Picard had like a revival show which was on streaming, but I think you can get the DVDs of that. But I never saw that either.
H in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for this. Award in the name of a cabinet department founded in 2002. Michelle,
What's Homeland?
you got it.
I'll take, give us 2 words for 400.
In 1888, Grover Cleveland won this by more than 100,000, but lost the all-important.
Yeah, Enterprise, right? So you're saying that Picard sucks too? I never saw it. You're saying everything after Voyager, so it'd be Enterprise and Picard. They all suck.
Here's Stephen or Michelle. Michelle,
What is Baffin Island?
Baffin Island is right. Here's your final clue in Canadian lakes. The Chronicles of Sarnia. It's an Ontario city on this lake named for local Indians. The first Great Lake seen by Europeans. Nobody wants to guess. It's Lake Huron. All right, 3 strong players, but Steven still has a big lead heading into Final Jeopardy thanks to those daily doubles. Here's your category players. Fictional characters. We'll come back with the clue list.
Hey, maybe I will. If I don't have to work and all that shit, maybe I will if I get neat bucks or if I get settled. I'll do a stream where 24-hour stream. You can watch me sleep because I can go to sleep now right now with this on. I don't care. I got a little stand, or I get like a little stand. Well, this isn't gonna hold it up, but you get the gist. There we go. Maybe watch me take a nap because I'm getting too tired. Oh, my vapes. Plus, my hand was really getting tired. Well, Mr. Fox, I don't know if you've ever seen that's another thing. When you stream on the app, different people, it comes up in different algorithms, blah, blah, blah. Normally I stream at a desktop PC. This is just me messing around with an app. So, Mr. Fox, you might not be familiar with me and what I know. This isn't my normal type of stream. The beer is pretty good, though. Well, I do drink beer on my streams, but, I don't lounge around. I sit at a computer and talk to people. And the topics go wherever they go, and panels and blah, 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 and sharing screens, and I don't know. Like and subscribe. I'll show you what's holding this up. I got a Dunkin' Donuts cup propping up this phone right now.
New York is a queen. Shakespeare would have really liked it here.
Might tell you hurry up when you're walking in front of us, but if you fall, we're gonna help you up.
New York City's my heart, my soul. I would never do this place dirty. You don't want to see the place you live dirty.
Everywhere you look, there's a garbage bin.
There's no need to trash the city.
You don't want to sit dirty by not doing right by it.
So don't do it.
Don't do New York City dirty. Trash your trash.
Actually, I'm going to show you this commercial. The reason I want to show you this commercial, this is, you know, when you watch TV, some commercials are national, some are local. This is a local commercial. This is Channel 7, ABC, New York City. So I'm going to show you this local commercial if you want to watch it. Hold on. Not this one.
It's unforgettable journey as New York hits Manhattan. The NBA Finals begin June 5th on ABC.
Not that.
This is all Little Planet, New York.
You like the New York energy or you don't? Like New York is a queen. Shakespeare would have really liked it here.
Might tell you hurry up when you're walking in front of us, but if you fall, we're gonna help you up.
New York City's my heart, my soul. I would never do this place dirty. You don't want to see the place you live dirty.
Everywhere you look, there's a garbage bin.
There's no need to trash the city.
You don't want to sit dirty by not doing right by it.
So don't do it.
Don't do New York City dirty. Trash your trash.
Yeah, so that was just a public service announcement made for the New York market. I don't think you would see that commercial in Arizona, so I thought I'd share it. Christ. There we go. Is this stupid thing still streaming? I don't even know. God, I knocked. Damn it! I'm knocked all that over. Great. Oh well. I don't know if this thing's still on. Did I kill it accidentally? I don't know.
Down, Dr. Doolittle. He's right. Ed and I love you to your wife. That's nice. I know she's been a big support for you here. How much did you wager, Andrew? 4,610, bringing you to 13,410. Michelle Delinsky was in second place with 13,400. Did she come up with Dr. Doolittle? No, she's going to lose. She wagered $5,000, bringing her to 8,400. But Stephen Hoying could not be caught with that 29,200. Is he going to be adding? Did he know Dr. Doolittle? He's correct. He wagered just $203, bringing him to 29,403, and making him our new Jeopardy champion. Andrew heads home with almost $140,000. We'll be seeing you in the Tournament of Champions. Stephen, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Well done. And I hope we see you as well. Thanks.
Cool. Like the opening song, but I can't remember it now. That show didn't last too long, and I didn't like it because, to me, this is dead. To me, Scott Bakula is, Sam Beckett. I didn't like him on the Enterprise. I like him leaping through time.
FX's Adults, Wednesdays at 9 on FX. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Tonight, the breaking news, the severe storms moving in, at least one dead, swept away in Austin, drivers sheltering in place. The storms then moving up the East Coast. The dangerous and deadly storms on the move, hail, damaging winds, and flash flooding. Trees snapped in two. Drivers sheltering under the roof of a gas station. The system then shifting east, heavy rain coming to Washington, City. The images coming in at this hour, and Lee Goldberg standing by to time this out.
Deadly storms heading
Tonight,
east.
the whiplash over President Trump's tariffs. A 3-judge panel ruling the emergency declared by the president, quote, exceeds any tariff authority delegated to the president. Then late today, the appeals court saying the tariffs can move forward for now. And tonight, Elon Musk now says his official role with the White House is over. The brutal attack on TSA agents, the newly released video showing the man punching multiple agents at a TSA checkpoint. What led to this? Tonight, Harvard on graduation day winning a temporary reprieve in its battle with President Trump, a judge allowing them to enroll foreign students. But tonight, the State Department announcing it will, quote, aggressively revoke visas of some Chinese students. And why they're doing this. The shark sightings on the East Coast, the attack, and then the alarming video, the fin of a 20-foot shark amid the boulders in the Northeast. Several sightings even before the official start of summer. Tonight, actors and comedians Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence and their big reveal. Their kids secretly got married. Also tonight, the actor who brought one of the most terrifying characters to life is being remembered tonight. Also, 2 major airlines combining what it means for your points. And Beyonce with one very dramatic gender reveal.
Yeah. Listen, the news itself is kind of like, even though it's supposed to be straight news, it's kind of like tabloidy.
With David Neal. Good evening. It's great to have you with us here at a very busy Thursday night. We begin tonight with these deadly storms.
So these deadly storms.
Texas to the southeast, then the storms move right up the East Coast. At least 1 person dead tonight, swept away in the floods, and drivers sheltering under a roof. Time-lapse video tonight of a massive supercell thunderstorm rolling across Oklahoma's panhandle right there. Austin, Texas, slammed with high winds and hail. Trees pulled right up from their roots. Drivers raced to shelter under the roof of this gas station, and some roads suddenly turned to rivers. Multiple water rescues being reported again tonight, at least 1 person dead. Lee Goldberg standing by with the forecast. These storms from the south moving right into the northeast. But ABC's Maria Villarreal leading us off with the images coming in already tonight.
Tonight, powerful storms targeting central Texas with the threat of high winds and more hail after scenes like this in Austin overnight. 12-ball-sized hail and torrential rain. Winds gusting over 80 miles an hour, snapping trees.
I'm like dumb. Every now and then I stop. Did anyone say anything that I have to look at it to pay attention to, or you can just watch the veg? The green screen, this green screen, make it. Oh, you can't even see me now. How's that?
The thunderstorms sweeping across the southern plains. This massive supercell looking like a spaceship hovering over western Oklahoma.
And David, it's not over. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for central Texas and parts of New Mexico. Hail, high winds, and tornadoes, all a possibility throughout the night. David?
Maria watching it all for us. Thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg of our New York station, WABC, timing out these storms as we move into the evening. Hi, Lee.
Hey, David. Storms taking aim in West Texas again tonight. A destructive storm southwest of Lubbock right now. 60-mile-per-hour winds, even some baseball-sized hail will watch from southeastern New Mexico into Texas until 11 o'clock tonight. There's another area of severe weather, and that's along the Florida coast into Georgia and South Carolina from Jacksonville to Charleston. Some big winds and maybe a brief tornado. The storms move to the East Coast tomorrow from the Florida Panhandle all the way up into Virginia. Could be a rough evening commute with some downpours to D.C. and Pittsburgh, and then it's a soaking rain up to New York City as we go into tomorrow night. Could be 1 to 2 inches here, rain as we go into Saturday.
All right, so tomorrow night it's gonna be raining, so maybe I'll stream and get drunk.
Last tonight, a 3-judge panel ruling that the emergency.
Yeah, there was some talk of Saturday going out to bed. Like, maybe not. See how I feel. If it's heavy rains and I'm drunk,
Forward, at least for now. Companies have already warned they will raise prices, and small business. All of this uncertainty. Rachel Scott at the White House.
Tonight, tariff whiplash. After a federal court blocked most of President Trump's sweeping tariffs, saying he does not have the authority to do this, tonight an appeals court just ruling President Trump's tariffs can continue, at least for now. The tariffs have led to stock market swings, small business uncertainty, and now prices going up. Retailers suggesting they're paying the price. Walmart, Macy's, Ford, among those signaling there will be some price hikes because U.S. companies pay for these tariffs. Tonight, the White House fighting that federal court ruling that called the tariffs unlawful. President Trump had bypassed Congress, declaring a national emergency to impose the tariffs, something that's never been done before. That three-judge panel includes judges appointed by Presidents Reagan, Obama, and Trump himself. And they ruled that President Trump, using a national emergency declaration, exceeds any tariff authority delegated to the president. And then yet another federal judge ruling today, the president does not have the power to, quote, unilaterally impose tariffs to reorder the global economy. So I asked the White House today, do they have another route to do this?
Is the administration actively reviewing other avenues, other options to carry out the president's trade policy? The president's trade policy will continue. We will comply with the court orders, but yes, the president has other legal authorities where he can implement tariffs.
But then late today, after both of those rulings, yet a third ruling. An appeals court saying the president can keep going with some of those tariffs for now, as the appeals process plays out. On Wall Street, the market rallying before opening when investors thought some tariffs would be blocked. Some investors have begun saying about Trump and his tariffs that Trump always chickens out. Taco for sure. The president not happy when asked about that.
Mr. President, Wall Street analysts have coined a new term called the Trumpo trade. They're saying Trump always chickens out on your tariff threats, and that's why markets are higher this week. What's your response to that?
I kick out?
Chicken out.
Oh, isn't that nice? Chicken out. I've never heard that. 6 months ago, this country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was going to survive, and you ask a nasty question like that. It's called negotiation.
And tonight, Elon Musk is done as a special government employee. The news coming after Musk broke with the president on his budget bill. Musk concerned about the level of spending that some estimate could add $3.8 trillion over the next 10 years to the deficit. Overnight thanking the president for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending.
And David, we're told that senior officials here at the White House were disappointed by comments from Elon Musk saying that he was disappointed in the president's spending bill, that it would increase the deficit and undermine the work of DOGE. The White House insists that Musk did leave on good terms. I'm told that he will continue to serve as an unofficial advisor to the president, even possibly attending meetings here at the White House in the future, David.
Rachel Scott at the White House again tonight. Thanks, Rachel. We turn next year to a brutal attack on TSA agents at Miami International Airport. Tonight, hear the newly released video showing the man punching multiple agents at a checkpoint. Authorities say the man
Okay, so you guys have all pissed. That's good. Maybe I got a minute look at the DVDs. I'm waiting for commercial. And now I'm using my beer cup to prop this thing up, so it's like.
Here's Victor Kendo from Florida.
Tonight, the man seen here throwing wild punches at officers at a Miami TSA checkpoint is facing multiple years behind bars. It was December 28th, during the height of holiday travel. The night before, 28-year-old Cameron McDougal, a Canadian citizen, allegedly assaulted someone on a Copa Airlines flight from Panama City, Panama to Toronto. That flight diverting to Miami. Authorities say he was taken off that flight, but not arrested, and allowed to book on another airline.
He was allowed to land, was not arrested, but the question is, did police tell any of the U.S. airlines that this guy had been violent on the previous flight?
He was back at Miami International Airport the next day. Watch as he passes through security and hides behind a wall. Several people pass him before he's seen punching a man walking by. Security tries to intervene. Then he storms back to the TSA checkpoint, where security cameras catch him throwing several punches at TSA officers until he's knocked down over a luggage cart and pinned down until law enforcement arrives. McDougal has pleaded guilty in federal court to assaulting TSA officers. He's set to be sentenced tomorrow.
David, Victor Kendo from Miami tonight. Victor, thank you. Tonight there is a manhunt now underway after a traffic stop turned violent in Columbus, Ohio. A car pulled over. Authorities say a passenger then running away, turning back and firing, striking 2 officers. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas now.
Tonight, an urgent manhunt underway after this routine traffic stop in Ohio suddenly turned violent, ending in gunfire. Watch the police body-worn camera as the officers in Columbus, Ohio approach the vehicle just before 7 p.m. Wednesday, when the passenger jumps out and takes off. There's a chase Then that passenger opens fire, hitting both officers.
Shot fired. Officer down, officer down. I'm hit. I'm hit.
The other officer diving for cover. Police also releasing this surveillance video showing the passenger turn and fire. That passenger identified as 21-year-old Devontae Dixon. He's now facing charges of attempted murder and felony assault. Police calling on the public for help.
If you're listening and you know where this person is, please pick up the phone and give us a call.
Authorities say the driver was taken into custody, was cooperative, and later released. And David, some good news. Both officers are now in stable condition after one was initially listed as critical.
Pierre Thomas live in Washington. Pierre, thank you. Now to Harvard tonight, and on this graduation day, the university winning a temporary reprieve in its battle with President Trump. A judge now allowing Harvard to enroll foreign students. The State Department, meanwhile, announcing it will, quote, aggressively revoke visas of some Chinese students. Tonight, hear why they're doing this. And ABC Selena Wang from Cambridge, Massachusetts tonight.
Harvard celebrating graduation with a legal victory in its battle with the Trump administration after a federal judge temporarily blocked the president's ban on international students.
Welcome.
Today is standing ovation for the school's president, Alan Garber, who's become the face of the resistance.
Members of the class of 2025 from down the street, across the country, and around the world. Around the world, just as it should be.
The Trump administration accuses Harvard of failing to confront anti-Semitic harassment and claims the school has coordinated with the Chinese Communist Party. Allegations Harvard denies. But tonight, a dramatic new escalation that could impact universities across the country. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announcing the U.S. will work to aggressively revoke visas of Chinese students, including those with connections to the Chinese Communist Party.
I support that. Hey, why not?
Former ambassador to China Nicholas Burns, now a Harvard professor.
I don't know if you can, whoever's watching, the three of you, if you can hear the TV or if you care, but I'll get up in a minute and maybe look at my DVDs. Oh. I want a beer and see. I want more beer. Yeah.
Coaster.
That definitely sparked a new round of panic mode. It's definitely a lot of devastation, frustration, disappointment, anger, and uncertainty going on campus right now.
David, as for that warning to Chinese students, it's unclear how many could be targeted. And for Harvard, this legal battle continues to play out in the courts with billions of dollars in federal funding frozen. A hearing on that is scheduled for July. David?
Selena Wang in Cambridge, Massachusetts tonight. Selena, thank you. From Washington, there is news coming in tonight. The Justice Department revealing an IT specialist with the Defense Intelligence Agency has been arrested and charged with attempting to provide classified information to a friendly foreign government. The FBI says it began investigating the 28-year-old in March after receiving a tip. According to authorities, the tipster said the staffer's views did not, quote, agree or align with the values of his administration. The FBI says the suspect is alleged to have given classified information to an undercover agent. We turn now to several alarming shark encounters along the East Coast. Just as the summer holiday season begins, a suspected shark attack off of North Carolina. And tonight, here's the video in the Northeast. A 20-foot shark amid odors right off Rhode Island. Here's Morgan Norwood.
Tonight, with summer right around the corner, a string of shark scares on the East Coast. In North Carolina Wednesday, a possible shark attack.
26-year-old male bit by a shark.
Sean Barton bitten on the leg, frantically telling his niece to get out of the water.
I felt something bite down on calf, shin region. Immediately I thought, I think I just got bit by a shark. And I think I should probably get out of the water.
He needed nearly a dozen stitches. In Rhode Island, this giant of the deep, a massive 20-foot-long basking shark, a telltale dorsal fin spotted near boaters on Block Island over the holiday weekend. And this close call in Panama City Beach, Florida.
You're fine, it's right here.
A black-tipped shark darting just feet from a woman wading in the water. Experts tonight with this advice if you spot a shark nearby.
The best thing to do to just quietly get out of the water. You don't want to splash and panic and try to attract the shark accidentally. Remember, these are wild animals.
And David, while these shark encounters are extremely rare, scientists say climate change is changing where some swim and how they hunt. David?
Morgan Norwood with us tonight. Morgan, thank you. In New York City tonight, 2 NYPD detectives have been placed on modified duty. Authorities claim they had a prior connection to the alleged Manhattan crypto torture townhouse. Sources telling ABC News tonight one of the detectives working off-duty allegedly drove the victim in this case to the townhouse where he told police he was tortured for weeks by 2 crypto executives. Authorities say a second detective was being paid by one of the suspects for off-duty security. NYPD officials say neither officer had knowledge of any alleged illegal or inappropriate behavior. When we come back tonight for dramatic testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, the new claim tonight with a new witness is now saying. Also tonight here, the actor who brought one of the most terrifying characters to life is being remembered tonight. And then the surprising reveal from Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Even they were surprised.
Cancer isn't real. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better.
Okay. If anyone's still watching, should I get up and show my DVDs? I'll do it if someone wants me to. If no one's watching, then I'm just going to sort of lounge and drink beer. Maybe end the stream. So give me a heads up or a sign. Oh, Cassandra, you're still watching. All right, hold on. Please. Battery power 15%, so I'll go a little longer till the battery dies. I gotta charge this fucking phone up. I gotta get up because I'm supposed to see my psychiatrist at like 10. And my brother wants me to clean and shit, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like sleeping. It's... Okay, so where are we here? Alright, it's not... I got some shit in here. I'm the shit in here. At one point, my father's cousin was mailing him a bunch of random DVDs. My father's cousin used to have those Redbox, remember that thing, Redbox? And he used to just burn DVDs, so I won't count those, but what else we got here? Let's see again. I had to get this. Another cartoon show I like. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. See that? Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Christ, that feels like a dumb screen. Let's see, I got, I had this. Friday the 13th 8-movie collection. So is this 1 through 8, I guess? I don't know. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Up through Jason Takes Manhattan. 1 through 8. And here's Star Trek. These are the movies with the original cast. I think that's what this is, right? Well, actually, no, I think this is everything. I think this is, let's see. Yeah, the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with the Final Frontier. 6, The Undiscovered Country. And then Generations begins, the next generation. Generations 1, 2. So yeah, this is basically all the Star Trek movies with the original and the next generation. And here's, I had this on Betamax, but I couldn't find it. So it is Howard the Duck. I always like this movie. It's, it's not a children's movie. I'll put it that way. These are some, I think this is my father's. I think when he came home from the institution, these are just books on tape. Anyway, should I keep going, or is that good for now? Have we? Because there are a bunch of movies in here I've never heard of. These are just ones my father's cousin sent my father. My father never watched them. My brother and I said, yeah, one of these days just watch all these one at a time. But I don't feel like going through all this shit. There's more in here. I don't know. Anything can... I got this. I always liked this TV show. You might not remember it. The Critic. I always liked it. It was a short-lived TV show. It stinks. The Critic. Another cartoon show I like. John Lovitz. Let's see. I'm not a movie fanatic, but if I see something I like, I'm like, okay, look, I saw this at a grocery store or like a drugstore. Clint Eastwood. This is The Man with No Name trilogy with a Fistful of Dollars. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, one of my favorite films. What else? For a Few Dollars More. And there's one other, Hang 'em High, which, I think came out before all that. Here's a Blu-ray. I really like this movie here. Color of Night. Bruce Willis and that chick. She's kind of hot. It's like a 2 for, I don't know what this other movie is, but well, I can keep going. I got other DVDs upstairs and shit, but this is like, some here. You don't know The Critic, Friday the 13th. So I don't know what else is going to stand out right now, but okay. So that's a good place to start. You can get some other ones here. down here, just old magazines. In here, this is Star Wars, I guess. The thing fell apart. So these are all Star Trek, the original. See it? Star Trek, the original series. How's that? See it? Okay. I didn't know I had this Star Wars thing. I forgot. I don't even know what I have anymore. No, close enough. Now, how was this? There we go. Okay. Okay. Wasn't that nice? I'm not sure, Eamon. I don't know. It's DVDs I've bought over the past 20 years or so. Who knows? It's not really that, nothing special. A lot of these things I bought, like, I don't know if they have them in your country, but like discount rack, you go to the market and you have like a discount rack. A lot of those I just bought discount. Oh, Thule, you're still here. I could have shown some more. I got Quantum Leap, the original Quantum Leap, the whole series. And I got some, I remember Walmart used to sell. I don't think they do this anymore. Walmart used to have like those bins, and they would have $5 movies. They also have like $1 movies, really thin $1 like old crap movies from like, you know. But you know, I have some of those. And I don't know. So let me see. Can I find some of them? They suck, but they're only $1. Let's see, where were they? If I can find it here. Hold on. I'm looking. I got Frasier. Oh, Frasier. Quantum Leap. The Twilight Zone. Smurfs and Care Bears from my childhood. Here they are. These little thin things. You know, these little guys, they used to sell these at Walmart. This is what Nick Nolte and Clarice Leachman, Death Sentence. Like old made for TV. Here's Tom Selleck and what's his name, Jerry Reed, Concrete Cowboys. But I figured for $1. Here's Gumby and Pokey for $1. So I got some Gumby and Pokey and Night of the Living Dead, which is in the public domain because the guy never the original Night of the Living Dead. This movie's god awful. Boris Karloff and Nick what's his name? Jack Nicholson, The Terror. But yeah, I haven't watched these in a while. Some movie. That's Fonzie. What's his name? Henry Winkler. And that's, what's her name? Coal miner's daughter. I think. Sissy Spacek. Yeah. Catherine. Again, a lot of these are just shitty made-for-TV movies from like the 70s and, you know. See, this had Leslie Nielsen, but it was not funny. This is before Leslie Nielsen, you know, got into comedy. Project Kill. Yeah. Ooh. Why don't I have to get one of my favorite. I always loved Seven. Great movie. I also like this one. We'll talk about this sometime. American Pop. This is a good, you know, it's like a rock cartoon. Okay. Ooh, here's another one. I love this one. Some of these I bought because they're, you know, hard to find movies I always love. Slayground. Great movie with the Coyote. What's his name? Peter Coyote. How was that? Was that nice? Oof. Was that interesting? I can just go to the battery dies. Now this cup's falling over. There we go. Oof. Oof. Ugh. There we go. Slayground's a good movie. If you remind me, I'll talk about it sometime. I like Slayground. Some other movies, I'll look through it later. It's a pain in the ass to hold the camera and do that, but... I'm using the remote to prop this stupid thing up too, because okay, there we go. I got another beer, and I'm gonna have one final beer. Maybe let the battery die on the phone, charge it up. That'll end the stream, because the stream doesn't have a point or a purpose. It just sort of is, you know.
See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your accident specialist today.
This wasn't a normal homicide. Every detail made the case stranger.
Friday night 2020 unravels an all-new true crime. Could a social media app help catch a killer?
That'd be crazy.
2020 Friday night on ABC.
Funding tonight, America Strong, the Army Specialist, and the Dog. So many missions together, and now the most important mission, to reunite them. Tonight here, the unbreakable bond between the Armed Forces servicemen and his elite bond.
Damn. I had a feeling that might happen. I spilled my beer. There wasn't much left, but I was using the beer cup to, you know. Man, this isn't comfortable. Oh, wow. Oh, here. I think I'll go a Budweiser this time, as opposed to a Budweiser. There we go.
And right here tonight, hi David, this is Attila, Specialist Marker, and his partner, Attila. Delivering back into the hand is pretty amazing. Great it feels to have him home with us. And it turns out the German Shepherd not just gaining his specialist back, but the whole family. Mom and the children in the backyard is forever home. He got me through a lot of really, really hard times. So I'm thankful that he's here now. Right where he belongs. Thank you both for your service. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Thank you for
Getting a little too foamy, but alright. Yes, cheers. Okay. Well, maybe I could use this phone app to like record. We were talking about me and my brother might do a video game stream where we play with the old Nintendo. Instead of playing it on the computer somehow, we'll just play it on the TV, and I can put this on a stand and record it. Okay, maybe we'll do that. It's good. It's a good experiment, you know. Like put the green screen on, take it off, and I can turn this around. There we go. Beer mustache. All right. I guess productive, if you want to call this productive. I guess you can call it that. There, now you can see me as I watch the TV.
Do you style yourself? I do because I'm better at it than other people. We should have a name for our team. How about Gay Gardens? Or how to get a gay with murder.
Tamron Hall starts now.
Starring William Conrad, with guest stars Arthur O'Connell, Linda Marsh, Roy Scheider. Tonight's episode, No Pockets in a Shroud.
You're an angel, and I love you. But you always get me sneaking somehow. You just gotta stop before I blow my top. One of these days, one of these days. Well, you're not the greatest lover, but you're just kind of fun. One of these days, one of these days. Right in the kitchen. One of these days, one of these days.
How much? See, I can't actually see my battery life. It tells me how long I've been on. It doesn't show me my battery life. Oh.
No more squeezing. Thumbs up for that innovation.
Verdicts. What experience do you have? How many lawyers?
Pennant Protein Mix.
Level, which will make it possible.
I met one who races beetles. He's such an interesting character because everybody seems to know him, and his beetles seem to win pretty often. กวางของผมนะครับที่มันมีลูกปัดอยู่เนาะตรงสายนะครับตรงเชือกคือกวางมันน่าจะเป็นกวางที่เราคาดว่ามันเป็นกวางเก่งครับผมเราก็จะหมายไว้ไม่ให้เราลืมนั่นเองครับผมเนี่ยถ้าเป็นกวางป่าเราก็เอาเชือกธรรมดาแบบนี้นี่แบบนี้กวางป่าแล้วก็เนี่ยกวางชนแต่ยังไม่ได้ชนแล้วก็ที่มีลูกปัดก็คือตอนมันชนะมาแล้วประมาณนี้ครับจับกวางธรรมชาติเนาะคือหลักๆในช่วงต้นปี
What's COC? Cut?
ผมจะเอากวางพวกนี้ไปแขวนนะฮะกับอ้อยนะครับแล้วก็เอาไปดักใช้กลิ่นของตัวที่เราได้เลยครับกับอ้อยหนึ่งต้นนะครับหรือลำท่อนเนี่ยเพื่อไปลอกกวางที่อยู่ในธรรมชาติมาพอมาได้กลิ่นเนาะเราก็อุ้ย Is there any way you can tell that this
Jeez.
one might be a good fighter?
It's like what, 7:15? What time do you gotta go to work? Are you working from home? Are you working from home today, or?
ถ้ามันชนไม่เก่งก็ไม่ดัก This is the first time I've handled these beetles, and it's really interesting. I can feel the tarsal claws on my hands, and it's really interesting to feel it holding tight when you stroke the horns. So this is really exciting to finally hold one.
Once abundant in these forests, Siamese rhinoceros beetles, like insects everywhere, are becoming harder to find. One keeps some females to breed more beetles, and then releases them to help replenish the wild population.
ตอนนี้ครับผมอนุรักษ์สายพันธุ์ด้วงกวางไทยของเราครับโดยการที่ผมดักด้วงกวางธรรมชาติมาเพาะพันธุ์และปล่อยเขากลับคืนสู่ธรรมชาติด้วยสายพันธุ์ที่เป็นสายดั้งเดิมของเขาครับเพื่อให้คนรุ่นหลังได้เห็นความสวยงามของกวางไทยต่อไปครับ
Deciding Maine is the
Matt instead of his bed. It worked.
To connect to a journey.
point about Trump. Trump has never been an austerity or a cuts guy, ever. In fact, I think it's a huge part of what has made him politically successful. He is not a tighten your belt. We got he doesn't care. What do you want? What do you want? You want more money? Farmers? You want this? I don't.
So what's that?
His land.
So it's win.
With directions from Sheriff, he said they headed to Atlanta and straight for Wren's condo complex, where they crawled through an open window. But Wren wasn't there.
If somebody on the couch with a bald head.
Police later figured out the bald-headed man asleep on the couch was Wren's roommate, Mike Gibson.
And if Rizzo had been there, I'd have been gone too right now, you know?
According to Jimmy, he and Billy spotted security guards, crept out of the condo, and hightailed it back home. Jimmy said after their failed attempt, they met with Shara again. Now, she had a whole new plan for Wren's murder. This time on her home turf.
What are we saying here? Let's see. I understand. At least you don't have to, like, you know, drive to an office or something. You're just, or walk down the street. You're basically staying in. Yeah, I know. You're still gonna be tired. What time do you start work? I'm sorry. I'm going back. It's on. I must be drunk. It's only 12:15, so it's only a little bit after midnight. You can still get some sleep. Okay, so you got what, about 7 hours? Yeah, about 7 hours. You can probably, because you know this stream will probably end when my battery dies. But yeah, you can probably get a little nap.
Now, they are trying to shut down this legal loophole to get 100.
Around the weight of 125 pounds. So But whenever they come out and they say anything about the president, I just feel like you have to say stop, shut up. It's just that cheating spouse again who was going after you for searching on their phone. You know, like I found all the photos. Really, my brother?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how dare you go through my phone? You know, like you have no right. My privacy, and then this, that, whatever. You're this and you're that, and it's the same exact thing. You can't, President. You don't like the results his doctor gives you. Because we actually got reports from his doctor. He just didn't like the part where he said, like, he's phenomenal. He's in the greatest shape ever. He's 215 pounds of all muscle. You know what? If you're doing 148 interviews or whatever it is, 80% talking to the press, you are in great shape mentally and physically. Because I'm telling you right now, if he had one gap, if he had a hiccup,
yeah.
If a fly landed on his nose and he swatted it and said, damn, they'd be like, Tourette's. Yeah. He's swatting at invisible flies. You know, they will be all over it. There'll be leaks everywhere. So trust me, they don't want to talk about the part of the cover-up and the propaganda media. They always talk.
Well, this isn't a wisdom stream, Dev Pike. This is me lounging around. I did the quote-unquote wisdom stream before. Happy birthday! How old are you today? Today's your birthday, right? You're gonna come on next time. Well, I'll stream tonight, later on, my night. You can come on and do your piece, whatever. Yeah, in the flesh. You can come on in the flesh. Don't worry about being eviscerated or made fun of. Hell, you say you're, normie looking, so you shouldn't be too worried. Okay, Endymion. Well, I'm tired. I'm having some beer. I wanted to mess around. I've now figured out things with the app. Let's take a look here. In case I want to go around my house. It's good to learn. It's good to... here, let's take a look. There we go. You can see this is the big TV my brother got. There's the old one that my parents used to have that they left behind. We got them another HD TV. That's an analog TV. That's a mirror I got from the store that I used to work at where I busted my finger. And there's the TV. Well, people find this crap interesting, and some for whatever reason. Also, it's kind of nice just to don't have to put any effort into the stream, just to exist. Do you get it, Danny? Danny, do you get it? Do you see the giant question I asked? Yeah. Well, this isn't like, I wouldn't even be streaming right now. This is like almost like a bonus stream. Think of it like a bonus stream. Yeah, there were two TVs. The one I'm watching, which is a modern HD TV. The other one's the old TV. It's not hooked up. But I kept it for like the old VHS and the old analog stuff. It still works, so I didn't, throw it out. Yes, there are two I just said that. That's the one my parents used to have, left it behind. The other one's the one my brother got. Which one? The one I'm watching now, my brother bought it. The other TV, it was my parents when they lived here. And when I moved them to the senior home, they have another HD TV. There was no room for this big analog one, so I kept it. I didn't want to throw it out because I can still play like old video games and watch old VHS and Betamax tapes. That's the story of that old TV. Oh, I think there's one on the floor. You're not the one on the floor? No, that was the mirror. You're talking about the mirror. Okay, hold on. I'll show you. There's a mirror. Hold on. How do I get rid of this question? Do you see this giant question floating around? I can. Oh, look! I learned I can turn the question. Okay. Yes, there was a mirror. That's kind of funny. That's funny. That's like... Yeah, I was going to put that mirror in my parents' closet in their new place, but my mother didn't want it. They were throwing it away at the department store. I said, fine, what the hell, I'll take that mirror. And yeah, that's the reflection of the TV. Very good, very good. See that? So I'm going to have a sip of beer. Because I'm using the beer cup to prop up this. There we go. That'll work. Where's the remote? Anyone see where I put the remote? Jesus Christ. Got it.
Once again, Morning Joe. It's a brand new low tonight on Why You Don't Hate the Media. Now, Joe Scarborough shamelessly calls out the left for their intellectual laziness. So I wonder what happens when you go out and run a campaign.
So when you go out and run a campaign and you think everybody's going to agree with you, it's just the opposite. You never had to be on your toes before intellectually, and now you do, and you lose elections because of it.
You never had to be on your toes intellectually. This from a dope who not only parroted what the White House told him, he exaggerated it. He became the teacher's pet of a corrupt, lying administration.
What are the questions? I'm not, Dev Pike, you're kind of bringing down the vibe. This is more of a lounge around, not think much stream, but it's okay. It's your birthday, so what do we have here? What'd you say? He even pointed out the mirror as he showed it. Yes, I did. OC is such a lookist. He has a mirror in his house. Yes, I am a narcissist. Now, I wanted my parents to have it. My mother didn't want it. I put it in her closet. Like, I'm sure she didn't like it. I'm like, okay. So I had to drag it out. I thought it'd be a nice mirror. It's very nice. Something like that would probably cost a few $100. Yeah, I guess I'm a dumpster diver. Where was I? I just gotta check my Chad status. Sure, the beach stream. Now this stream will probably... Oh, it just said reconnecting. I must be losing signal. I don't know if you heard all that. How much did you get? It just told me reconnected. So I wasn't ignoring you people. It was just, I guess it was disconnected. My battery will die. This stream will be privated because when you stream through the app, it auto-privates. I'd have to go back and find a way to unprivate it.
I'd look at it and say, what?
Yeah, did you hear the story about the mirror and blah, blah, blah? And I don't know. Yeah, I'm a spurred too, but I can tell you, I'm not always at 100%. I'm in. This is my real winding down mode.
Is he? Yeah.
Because she couldn't talk. You can't recut it.
And I think we should just sort of say, you know, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But there's another chance coming up in 36 months. Try better, harder then.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Look, I solved the whole problem.
You did. You did.
Thank you.
Emily, is it kind of amazing that Morning Joe can wake up every morning and say this crap? Like, it's almost like he has this superpower of amnesia.
Ugh.
Forgets everything he said before.
Like every other narcissist.
Yes, you're seeing what... This is the after party. We'll call this after party stream.
Pain? It was not about brushing up on defending their ideas. It was about the ideas. They are all indefensible. He was arguing that because people weren't challenged when they said things like, totally fine to mutilate your children, or use lawfare, or open the southern border, that's why they weren't equipped to handle voters' questions. There were no questions. They just swallowed that group drink of ridiculous, maniacal, radical ideas and said that it was avocado toast and they were supposed to take it. And that's the whole point, that Americans woke up to that and said, no, absolutely not. It's actually just toast. Just like him. Oh.
Yeah. For my birthday, you gotta get me that. I was gonna get you a woman for yours, but, you know, there wasn't enough... I didn't have enough warning. You should have told me. Well, I'm not fully unwound. I'm always on edge. There's always that trauma that doesn't go away. I want to see if my insurance will pay for EMDR. Maybe I'll try that. You know, yeah. Probably why I drink so much.
Take the word. There's literally no room for me to say everything. It's like selfishness. Greg, I'm sorry, where were we?
We were...
Oh, yeah, the guy was full.
Yeah.
He's not even part of the shadow team. You understand that? He lied and said that he talked to Joe Biden on the phone. If anyone says to you they spoke to Joe Biden on the phone after 6 p.m., they're lying.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak to anyone on the phone. Could you imagine what that phone call would be like? It'd be like those old school prank calls your mom used to get where you just hear heavy... Then the phone would drop and puddle, and then you'd hear the nurse say, let me get that for you. And you know, I think I peed. Like, we'll clean it up. Hello, who is this? Like, that's what the phone call would be like. This dude is a con man, and he's not even a good one. He will...
Okay. Well, I don't... Whoa, is that... Well, I don't have status, and I don't have looks. It's fun, like I always say, and I still stick by it. I don't think men can really judge other men. So if a man says I'm good looking, I don't believe him. If a man says I'm ugly, I don't care. I had that... I forget what the guy called himself. I think it was that King Frog that... He was going, I think you'd be a 2 out of 10. Like, okay. He goes, you should get wheat waffles to give you a face rating. Why? I don't need a man to tell me I'm ugly. Like whatever rating wheat waffles will give me is irrelevant. So whenever men tell me I'm ugly or good looking, it's like, who cares? Totally irrelevant. So we have to ask women. You have to like get a bunch of women to rate my face. So I don't think I have the looks based upon how women treat me. And what status? What the hell status do I have? But what really annoys you? This sort of live streaming, lounging around thing? Well, this is the after party. I'm sorry if you don't want to... You know, that even your heroes have to like lay on the couch and watch TV sometimes. Sorry to disappoint you.
Will.
This is like you've just seen that Father Christmas is really your dad dressed up. I'm sorry.
If you'll be in the New York area with like tickets...
Well, I'm still the same person. I'm just laying on the couch.
Total loss. And the insurance company.
PG now playing only in theaters. I'm done running.
Talking about Siakam, the only one in double figures with 11.
Without him, I'm not sure where my future would be. But it sounds like great!
Uh-oh, battery power 5%. Uh-oh.
HPOS, Waitersfield Uniforms, JSP Entertainment, The Billiard Factory, Serpro, KONO 101.1, Action Services Incorporated, Mr. Plumber, Rock.
In fact, my screen's all like, dark now because I guess it's trying to save power. So this might be ending soon. So you've enjoyed. Well, I gotta go to bed anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed whatever this was. Yeah. Do I still look the same to you? Like my phone, the screen's all dark because it's running out. Battery power down to 5%. Fading, fading, fading. What can't you understand, Cassandra? I'm celery. I gotta wind back up here. Rewind here. YouTube celery. This side of you is appreciated by others. It's humanizing. It's good. No, I didn't say that. I was talking about the television shows. Oh, that makes more sense. I can understand that. Something's lost here. What were we talking about? I said I don't have status. You're seeing the side of me where I'm just lounging around. And what was the problem? Dev Pike loves. Well, this is going to end in a few minutes because I'm out of battery power. So let's see if it... Actually, will this end? Or is it going to be one of those stupid things where it keeps streaming? It'll just be a blank screen. So maybe I should end it. But I don't know. Oh, let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll let it run its course. Oh, the TV shows? Well, it's 3:30 in the morning here in New Jersey, so the TV shows are just going to be crap. It's going to be over garbage is on. Reruns and a lot of infomercials and...
Oh, no, I'm happy to sleep on that sofa bed with the hard metal frame.
Well, I do like Frasier, but I'm not going to watch this now. Frasier.
Oh, Daphne, it's okay. Her bracing honesty reminds me that I'm alive. You are a treasure to me. I cherish every day we're together.
Oh, thank you, Niles. There may be others around here who could benefit from a near-death experience.
I'm sorry you had to get to...
Oh, which comedy specifically? Frasier or... I don't even know what... Like, I'm kind of half out of it, just drinking a beer and flipping. That's one thing I like to do. I still like to, flip through the channels, whatever's randomly on. Like, so that's why sometimes you come across something entertaining that you wouldn't have thought to stream, but it comes up because you just randomly... What we call channel surfing. So I like to channel surf. Right now I'm watching something about some incarcerated Negro being interviewed by the police. It's just...
His daughter wasn't there.
And I got mad. And I said, I'm like, dude, I asked you to watch it.
Yeah, you have valid reason to be upset about that. I get it.
I ain't gonna lie, he just said something. I'm like, no, man, come on. He got up first. We did throw a few punches. Then after all that happened, question Barry went to their apartment. So me and my brother went to my sister.
Mary KW wants to know, so far this season, which chef were you each the most surprised to see go home at this stage? Kristen?
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Just knowing her pedigree. I mean, a huge shocker.
It feels like the chefs are the best.
Yeah, when you're drunk and mindless, whatever. I think at this point, TV is just background noise, but... Oh, wow. This show was on, but look, that's another episode. That 600-pound dude.
An awful lot of commotion for somebody who's doing fine.
You don't worry about me.
Oh my gosh. Here, maybe you should sit on this.
Eventually I'll be able to stand again. And then I'm gonna get so much stuff done.
All right. Hang on. Maybe I should just end it because I know I'm going to run out of battery power. So where are we here? Yes, Ali Mustafa. That's.
Went to culinary school in West
I was watching these people. Let's see, what was this?
Asking you some my time.
I think we're good.
Do you know how to get down from
This is like dumb. We can watch some do-it-yourself home improvement stuff.
He's very good at many things in life. Stilts is not one of them.
Where is this? Ah.
Isn't that entertaining? All right. So I think I'll end it here. How do I end this so I can learn how to end these things? Or maybe I should let it run out, the battery run out, and see what happens. Will this keep going? I don't know. Because I can't even read anything. My phone is so dark because it's running out of juice. So I'm going to say goodnight for now. I got to charge up the phone. Oh, they're renovating. Look at this. They're renovating some kind of old mansion. Oh, who cares? Close enough. All right. So and I got to get a cleaning thing and, a wipe and wipe down the screen. This is kind of filthy. Special kid in the back. See, this is, when you get past the 2-hour mark, that's when all the interesting characters come in. Okay, so, thank you. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to say goodnight. Or do I say fuck it and let it run its course, let the battery die? And see, I'm afraid if I do that, it'll still be streaming just nothing. So I got like a 10-hour stream of nothing, but I don't know. I guess we can find out. Well, I have no choice. My battery's running out. But I'll be back later, I think. Or not. You were supposed to come on the stream later, right? Show your face, do some weird finger thing, yeah. Right, so you can come on later and go full spurg. You can't come on now because I'm on my phone. I can't bring people on when I'm on the phone. But yeah. I don't know. Going full spurg sometimes gets you in more trouble. I don't know. Well, maybe later on, Cassandra can come on. She can sing you happy birthday. Would you like to do that later? You can come on later on and sing happy birthday to Danny. Wouldn't that be a great, birthday present? There, Danny. I got Cassandra to sing you happy birthday. How's that sound? Also, this is dying, so it's like everything, all the power is dying at the same time. I'm running out of juice. My phone's running out of juice. My vape's running out of juice, so it's almost like a sign, It's a good question. I'll have to think about it. I'll give you an answer next time. I haven't enjoyed my birthday since I don't remember the last time I had a really good birthday. Even as a kid, my birthdays were kind of shitty. I can't really think of the best birthday I ever had. I really can't think. Probably, I think it was my 21st, because I was in this country, I could buy alcohol legally. And I went into the liquor store and bought some alcohol. I think that was my, legally. I think, 21 was my favorite. I know the drinking age is lower elsewhere, but in this country it's 21. I think my 21st birthday, because I could buy alcohol finally. I think that was my favorite. Yeah, later on I'll stream from the main computer, and Cassandra wants to come on like Marilyn Monroe. She wants to sing "Happy Birthday, Mr. Dev Pike." So that'll be the birthday present later. Yes, that birthday. Or do I let this run the course? I don't know. This has been interesting. No, just you. You should feel very special. It's just for you. Just for you, Daniel. Just for you, Danny. She doesn't plan to do it for anyone else. Just you. Like Marilyn Monroe. You can look up when Marilyn Monroe sang Happy Birthday for JFK right before she died. That was kind of funny. It's going to be like that. I think it would be funny. Cassandra singing Happy Birthday for Dev Pike. That'd be funny. I'd like to see that. Well, yeah, see that? So yeah, what he's secretly saying is that yes, he would love it, Cassandra, if you sang Happy Birthday.
It came down to a point. And who was said to have horns and a forked tail?
Others report similar sightings, and soon residents begin to fear that this creature has an appetite for flesh.
There certainly was a lot of evidence that this creature was killing animals, livestock, pets.
The public flies into a panic, and the media soon dubs it the Jersey Devil.
Schools were closed. Guards were placed at businesses. People were beginning to fear something more dangerous might happen.
So what is this bizarre beast that is terrorizing the good people of New Jersey? All new Cutthroat Kitchen, Knives Out.
No, like I said, I enjoyed when Marilyn Monroe sang it for JFK. I would enjoy it if, Cassandra sang it for Dev. So no, I don't enjoy it when people sing me Happy Birthday. I like watching someone sing somebody else Happy Birthday. It's funny. Isn't it funny? Yeah, so off grid. This was a test stream to, you know, I was fooling around with the app, then I got tired. I started laying down. And yeah, I'm just let it let the tape run. And my phone is gonna die pretty soon. I'm getting ready for bed, so yeah, this is all this is. Yep. Why don't I end this before, you know, right. Thank you all for joining me. How do I end this? X? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay.